If you don't, and if we go back to using them and then throw them out, you're going to have bigger problems in 20 years. It's not a panacea for you. CWCE is not the total answer, but it is part of the answer, yes. Yes, sir.
Me.
Yeah, you. I don't want to chomp it, but I see you over there jumping around.
They do call me Gator, actually. My name is Santiago Lopez, model 728. I have a question for you. I take a call, and I'm working under a working agreement. I should be entitled to all the money that I am earning under that working agreement. So my question is, when I go work on the locals, why is my health and welfare money all is not being reciprocated back to my fund?
I think you have a choice that you, at one point or another, I think you have a choice that you can say you want that to be your own fund. And you chose to have yours. I would simply ask the question. You and I are not going to get into a debate over this because we've been arguing about this since 1997, 96, when reciprocity, the Earth system, and everything that came in. We've been arguing with everybody over that system. The answer simply is this. If we say money follows the man completely, you will no longer have reciprocity because some of the local unions kind of don't want to buy it. That's just that simple. We can't mandate it.
Why not?
You want to mandate it?
Why not?
Well, because they'll drop out. There's nothing that says they have to participate. Nothing. The issue many years ago was the pension. They weren't allowed to qualify for the pension. They were allowed to, but they were. You never would spend enough time in a local union to get the pension. So the cry was, and understandably so, what happens to that money if I don't qualify for that pension? Well, we all know what happens. Which state in that local union? Presently, the money that's called for in your particular local union agreement is what follows you back to your local union. And that's the way it's going to stay. I mean, it's going to stay that way. We've discussed it at the benefits conference. The last, Sam, that didn't come up this year, did it?
No, it didn't come up this year, but it's an issue that's out there.
It was an issue that was out there. I can tell you it came up every year since 1996. 97, 98, 99, 2000, every benefits conference, now it came up. It's easy to say, well, why can't we do it? Because if we do it, it's very simple. The locals that have all the work are not going to participate in it, and you'll be going back to what you're doing anyway. If you qualify for health and welfare there, their local union, that's what you get. And when you drop out of yours, until you qualify over here, you'll get it. It's not the best thing in the world. It's reality.
I have one more question.
Yeah, sure. Those questions, by the way, are on my Facebook. We try to answer 60 times.
I have one more question. Sure. Is there any way that the international can establish language and make it a chargeable offense for double booking?
You want to stop double booking?
I don't think it should ever have been an issue. I think it should be. Mandated. I think it should be written black and white, and it should be a chargeable offense. That's the way it should be.
Now, we didn't cut you off. You cut yourself off. Okay. The question is double booking to make it a chargeable offense. Let's talk about double booking for a minute. I think I had a conversation with I understand double booking. What we're trying to do is we said that we put it in the agreements now, or our policy now, that if you are a member, and we'll just say 728, the book's one, book 1 and 728. You stay book 1 forever until you choose to assigned to another book. And once you sign another book one, and you're qualified in that area, you automatically come off that book. Your local book. Now, we did that for a number of reasons. The reasons were simple. We had a lot of people that were, I'll use 728, 349, 915, that were able to drive from one local union to another. And they were there working. Say 728 were down here working at 349. They were calling them home for a couple-week job. And they said no. They couldn't. They didn't want to do that because, give it to somebody else, which is an admirable thing to do. But after 4 years, you're off book one. So the guy who's down here, he's 20 miles from home, he's driving every day, he's off book one at 728. All of a sudden now, he's no longer, when he gets laid off, he's got to go back and sign in his own local union book two. That didn't seem right. Also, when we had a guy that was a business manager for 8 or 10 years, he went out to sign a book, got defeated, went out to sign a book. Some smart ass that defeated him, he said, you can't, you got to sign book two. That wasn't right. So we changed it. We can change book to stop double booking. We can change it in a heartbeat. Alright?
But?
Do you want to do that?
Yes. Yes, it needs to be a chargeable offense. If you have a job, you should not be on any other book but your own home book.
I'm not going to get into an argument about this.
No, it's no argument.
You and I are not going to stand here and debate this for the next hour. You want to debate, you and I will talk about it later. There's other issues. It's not going to be a chargeable offense. We can stop double booking in a heartbeat by putting a national booking system in. That'll be the end of double booking. And that's okay with you. Let me tell you what's going to happen. I explained it a few minutes ago. You got a job in Salt Lake City that you have to take because there's no work in Fort Lauderdale. So you're out in Salt Lake City, you've got a family back home here. You got a family, who am I talking to?
Me.
Okay.
Santiago Lopez, 728.
I got your name.
Gator.
I got your local number, I got all of them. Second thing is you're in you're in Salt Lake City, and you have an opportunity to come back and go to work in Jacksonville. You're off the book, man. That's okay with you.
Yeah.
But it ain't okay with the majority of this membership, believe me.
Well,
It's fine with you, but it's not okay with the rest of this membership. Believe me when I tell you that.
Are you going to... What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. That is a clear-cut issue of what is right and what is wrong. We look to the international to mandate and do what is right and enforce what is right. And that is a right and wrong issue. It should be clarified, there should be language, and it should be dealt with. It should be black and white.
I will simply say to you that we're going to end this conversation. Whenever a trapper, a guy goes out of town, he signs a book on his way to Salt Lake City, we'll say. He signs Omaha, he signs Birmingham, he signs New Orleans, he signs all those books. He goes out to Omaha, he goes out to Salt Lake City, gets a job. So now what's he going to, he can, if you really want to do this, you call back home, or you call back every one of those local unions, take your name off the
That's what I do.
Is that what you do?
Exactly what I do.
That's great. Thank you very much. You're a gentleman.
Everybody needs a job. Everybody needs a job. I know, and it should be a rule that they do. Okay. Okay. It's done.
It's not about the double booking. It's just asking a question. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
I thought you pointed at me, and then I thought you...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My name's Mike Murphy. I'm a proud member at 728. I've been a journeyman wireman for about 6 years. I've been a local about 11 years. FPL is the largest contractor in the state.
I'm sorry?
FPL is one of the largest companies in the state, and they're planning on doing a lot of work up in the Palm Beach County area. I wanted to ask you, as well as since everybody's gathering